Hey, it's Adam. So it's been getting really warm here lately, and I thought it would be a good idea to clean up the greenhouse and just get it ready for spring. The greenhouse really needed a clean up, and it was just kind of messy from being used all winter. I often went into the greenhouse in fall and winter just to mix some soil for my houseplants and stuff. And in fall we didn't really clean it before the winter came, so as it is, it was already kind of disorganized. So everything started piling up, but finally I cleaned it, and I hope you enjoy the results from start to finish. It's kind of satisfying. And I hope this inspires someone to maybe clean out their greenhouse or their shed or just anything outside and just get ready for spring. So throughout winter I've been mixing soil to repot some of my indoor plants and whatnot. So there is soil ingredients and stuff I used to mix the soil literally everywhere. There's a lot of construction items that belong in our shed, so I'm gonna move some of those. There's a random fan. But yeah, all this is gonna be cleaned up, reorganized, and I might need to put like a shading cloth for summer because it does get really hot in here. The sun comes directly through. So yeah, I just wanted to show like a quick before, and then I will show the after as well. So first thing I'm going to do is take out these potted plants. There is a few things we tried to grow over winter, and then my mom started these seeds. But yeah, we tried to keep some stuff over winter, and I'm not sure if a lot of it survived, or it may have been replanted outside. So I'm going to just, bring these pots outside to grow. This pot just like fell apart. And since these are seedlings, I might just leave them in here because I don't want them to get shocked from going outside. So I think I'm going to use this bottom shelf here for all of the empty pots. So yeah, I'm just going to start putting them here one by one. Okay, so it's looking much better. At the bottom I have pots, and then in the second shelf I have seed starting trays and watering cans. And then in the third shelf I think I'm going to put all the soil ingredients, just organize them a little bit better. So I think this is better. Both the perlite are here. I have vermiculite and African violet soil here. And then next to it, I'm going to put the potting soil that was here. And I might have to find a spot for the peat moss. I'd like them to all be on the shelf. But the potting soil bag was falling over, and I realized it was too moist anyway. So I'm just going to leave it in this pot open and let it dry out a little bit. And then I'm just going to put that pot right here on the shelf. And then I spilled some, so I'm also going to take this, I don't know what this is, I think it's an air pump. I'm going to take this out. Alright, so I finished moving the potting soil here, and it's kind of overflowing, but I use it really often, so that'll be used up soon. And I do have a perfect spot for the peat moss. I might put it in this container, but I also don't think it's all going to fit. But anyways, now I can get rid of this potting soil bag and all of the garbage. So now I'm going to get the potting station kind of cleaned up. I'm also going to remove all those old alcohol bottles and this random, I don't know what that is. We're going to remove that out. And then this shelf, I'm also going to empty this random stuff on it. I don't even know why this is here, but this is usually where I keep the plants, like my orchids. And then I usually keep like the house plants here. So yeah, I'm just going to try to empty it as much as possible. Another thing is I did not put this cactus soil bag with the other soil bags. I think I'm gonna have to throw it out because it looks like it has some sort of a fungus issue with it. I've had this for a really long time anyway, and there's not much left, so I'm just gonna compost it. Okay, so now this shelf is empty, and I think I just want to keep it empty for the plants. So I also want to update on the cactus soil. I didn't just compost it. I realized I could just put it in the garden, so I just tossed that soil into the garden. And yeah, now I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I actually don't even know what those are. Okay, so I managed to get rid of the peat moss bag. It fit in these 2 containers that I kept here, and there's just a little bit left, but I'm going to use most of this up soon anyway because I'm always repotting plants. And then I'm thinking, now that I got rid of some of the stuff underneath here, I can keep the soil bags here and other soil supplies. So I might move this down there, and then as we buy more soil in spring and summer, I can keep them down here. I also need to get rid of this. I don't know why that's there. And then all of this stuff doesn't really belong in the greenhouse. It belongs in the shed, which is that building sort of thing. So I found some aluminum sulfate. Wait, come on. I dropped it. I found this aluminum sulfate. This is just like the label. I guess it was kept because it was put in this box. And I think this turns hydrangeas blue. So that's kind of cool. I might add it to my hydrangea this year. Next, I moved the random bin of soil, and it fit perfectly right here. Like literally, that's the brick, and the tub actually fit perfectly inside. So now we just can grab soil whenever we need and then pot our plants up here. So now I'm just gonna get all the little extras out of here and then just make this place completely clear. Alright, and this is what it's looking like. It's not done, but it's a lot better for now. I'm going to take a little break and I'll come back. But yeah, there's a lot more room for plants, and this spot is very organized and I can easily grab everything. This isn't empty as I wanted for my orchids, but I feel like I'm going to put fertilizer and sprays here for now. We'll see once I bring the plants out. And then I still have to figure out what to do there in that corner. But yeah, it's looking a lot better. Alright, I just wanted to show that the first flowers are blooming. There's this cool patch of purple crocus. There's yellow ones and white ones. And then there's these snowdrops that actually bloomed even before the crocuses. And yeah, it's nice to have some early blooms. So I'm not sure if you saw the piece of counter that was here earlier. We removed that, and there was another piece of counter that was there, so we just took those out, made it more level, and then we found this other chunk of wood that we're gonna saw, I guess, and put it into place so that it's just one level counter. So I will update once that is done. And then some of the stuff back there, I found these two hanging baskets. I just put them in the corner for now. So yeah, it's definitely has improved. I also just need to like find out what's back here and just find another place for all this stuff, because it has nothing to do with gardening. So another update a little bit later. This is just moist brick because I spilled some water, so that should dry out. But over here, I cleaned out this place entirely. I kind of just did it off camera. I kind of forgot. But in this basket, there are a bunch of chemicals, like garden chemicals and fertilizers and stuff. So I'll show you where I put those. But I ended up leaving the basket and just putting the bag of rock and sand I found underneath here. I just put those in the basket for now. I think they're for in between these bricks. And then I found 2 bags of mulch outside of the greenhouse, so I brought that in. And as we buy soil and mulch, I'll just keep it underneath here. So that's done. The soil looks good. I cleaned out whatever was in here, and this drawer thing is kind of empty. It's actually not even connected to the counter. And then, yeah, I cleared off the counter on top here. So, I have some potting mix that's here ready to go. I found that bucket underneath, and I just took the potting soil out and the peat moss that was up here. I just mixed them together, and now it's just potting soil that's ready to go whenever we need to pot some stuff up. Oh, and I brought these terracotta pots that were in the house. I just brought them out here. So I had no idea that these chemicals were actually down there, and I'm glad I brought them out and displayed them, because now I'll be able to use them now that I can see what I have. But there's like root stimulator, there's horticultural oil, insecticidal soap. I was actually gonna go buy those. I was planning to go buy those things, and I have them, so that's awesome. And then just like fertilizer, there's also more root stimulator, some weed be gone, and yeah, so all the chemicals, all the garden chemicals and fertilizers are here. And then I got rid of the rest of the random stuff that was up there, but this I kept because I might use it as sort of like a shading cloth for the top. I'm not sure yet, but there was this thing that I put up like last year or 2 years ago, and it didn't really help. So I just need to figure that out, the shading cloth. We also still need to do this. We're probably gonna do it tomorrow. Just like finish the counter. And then some random birdhouses up there. And then yeah, I also have to go through all these drawers and organize them. I know there is some gardening stuff, but it's still not completely organized. So I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. And then my mom brought some of her vegetable seedlings already, and yeah, now this can fill out with some plants and whatnot. So I think we're done. I will continue more tomorrow. If there's anything interesting, I'll film it, but I think this is it for today. I'm gonna do one more overview of the greenhouse. So this is the end. I hope this video was entertaining or inspiring. I might also be doing a garden cleanup video soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, other than that, that is all, and thank you for tuning in.